What's good out there, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Will Lyons, one half of the Generations of the Game podcast. My boy JP will be with us soon, but we got a special guest, you know what I'm saying? And we got to get straight to business. My brother Ramone, aka Live to Grind CEO, aka the world's favorite basketball videographer. What's good, Brody?
What's good, bro? Appreciate the introduction. Thanks for having me.
No, I appreciate you, man. Before we jump into everything, man, why don't you, give the people a little background on you, man. You got extensive history in the hoop community.
For sure. Born and raised in Augusta, Georgia. Kind of grew up in Tallahassee after I was 13. Um, and just kind of grew up to love basketball. I actually got my first ever basketball trainer. He ended up playing for the Chicago Bulls. His name's Barry Taylor. And this other lady, she kind of helped train me too. Her name is Tiffany Greenwood. Her dad is David Greenwood. He was a top 5 pick back in the day. So he actually just got inducted to the UCLA Hall of Fame a few years ago. So yeah, I've been fortunate to be around some good mentors and great basketball minds. So
Yes.
and kind of got into videography years later down the road. Played a little D2 basketball, but wasn't too good of a player. So just staying involved, kind of found a passion for video and kind of took it and ran with it.
Absolutely, bro. Appreciate the rundown for the people, man, that don't know. So, your journey, man, is taking you kind of all around, man. You had a chance to, interact with a lot of different players and whatnot. And if I'm not mistaken, man, right now, you working with one of the most popping, high school programs in the country. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
No, most definitely. Yes, sir. Most definitely. Yeah, Columbus, and also Night Riders. I've just been fortunate. Kind of got my first big break a couple years ago when I met them in Atlanta, and just it's kind of like a family and brotherhood to me. So I do a lot of the Columbus and Night Riders videos and stuff.
So the Columbus experience, man, been watching them for a while. Obviously, they have the Boozer twins, man. Two of the most impactful players in the country. Even at their young age. Can you just, kind of talk about, them and their growth as players?
They're very humble kids, very hardworking, and just they've just got the willingness just to get better and improve, and just being around them, it's been a blessing, and I've been very grateful, and just even every week, sometimes I'm still mesmerized that I even get the opportunity to be around them. Just even they have even greater parents. Obviously, they're good basketball players, but just even who they are outside of basketball definitely is a good representation of it's they've just been a good representation of their family, the state, and just great basketball players in mind. So it's definitely been a blessing.
Absolutely. And so I wanna kind of talk to you a little bit about each the twins. So of course, Cam, he been top of his class. It seemed like since he could walk, you know what I mean? Dominant player, in my opinion. And I'm not talking about their style of play or anything, but I feel like he kind of has the Tim Duncan type of effect. And what I mean by that is he's so great from day one that I feel like people don't realize that he actually, um, that he's actually improved, as a player. So can you talk about where Cam's improved as a player?
Well, in my opinion, the area that he's improved the most is his jump shot. I just think he's been shooting at an incredible level this year, and just kind of watching hits broke too because they just turned 16 midsummer, so they're still the youngest in their class and stuff like that, and they won't turn 17 so after the AAU season's over with, a week or two before. So they're very young, and just watching their growth has been really awesome. But but even Caden coming along, and I mean, one can argue he's he's been more consistent and playing at a crazier rate than Cam this year. So, no, it's definitely been fun. We had some early, ugly, close losses, but yeah, they're definitely they're on like a 11-game winning streak right now. So yeah, the team is definitely coming together.
Facts. So let me ask you this, man. Do you feel like the recruiting experts are, sliding Caden? Because from what I've seen, man, it's hard to, like that's PG1 as you say. You know what I mean? Like from what I've seen, man, just the consistency, like you said. And I feel like for people that felt like there was a gap, between maybe like he and his brother, like Caden has shown he really is like an elite prospect of his own.
No, I definitely agree, and I think so as well. And I think he should be growing a little bit more when it's all said and done. I think he should get to about 6'7", 6'8" in himself. So yeah, no, the future is definitely bright for both of them. Both of them obviously ranked well. Caden's like 15, 16. He's a 5-star as well. And Cam's obviously 2, but one could make an argument. He definitely should be at the top spot, beating the guy in front of him twice. So yeah, they don't really care about rankings, but it's good to see they definitely are getting their just due nationally.
Facts. Now, of course, man, there's been some new additions to the team, but before that, I just want to, get you on the record, man. While we're talking about Columbus, and I want to hear a little bit about Malik. I feel like he's kind of a under the radar player for them, and every time I've seen Columbus, his hustle, his athleticism, he jumps off the screen.
Almost definitely, yeah. He just received his 4th star a few weeks ago, so yeah, he was very excited about that. But yeah, he's going to Princeton. Yeah, long. He can really defend 1 through 5. He's very aggressive, agile, and he can really do it all. I definitely expect him to have a really big impact when he gets to Princeton for sure.
They're not used to having athletes like that, man, at Princeton.
No, no, and he can jump out the gym.
Yes, sir. He gonna have them Ivy League boys on some posters.
No, most definitely. I can't wait, and I definitely believe so too. But yeah, just having Malik has definitely been an honor and a blessing because obviously we have a lot of dish, and so sometimes, but nobody really cares about their shots. That's one thing. It's been awesome to see. Nobody cares. Like, yeah, I got to score 30 for us to win, or wooty woot. Everybody compromises, and they really play as a team. And we also have an amazing coaching staff. They've done a great job all season long. Even the past two and a half seasons since everybody's been together, it's been really awesome.
Facts. So now, jumping to the new additions of the team, man. Obviously, the Richardson brothers, man. Can you talk about what Jace and Lil Bro bring to the team?
Yeah, Jace. A lot of people don't know, but he finished top 3 in UIBL scoring. He's an excellent and amazing addition, and his brother Jackson. He was injured to start the season off, but yeah, he's been basically picking up where he left off this past summer. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, without them, we definitely wouldn't be on the winning streak, and we definitely wouldn't have the success we have this year. Even though it's a team game, they just bring so much to the game. From their energy standpoint to Jace being a veteran and a leader, just letting people know where they should be in their spots and stuff like that. But also just kind of taking what's the defense giving you, just kind of learning to play around other good players as well. So, like, yeah, nobody feels like they need to score 20 or 30 for us to win. Really, everything with Columbus, like the thing, because we have offensive power, but everything starts with our defense, honestly.
Absolutely, man. They definitely. I feel like they take it personal, on defense, and that's what's needed, to really excel on that side of the floor.
That was definitely, and we also, because I don't want to get in trouble. We also have we have some other good pieces too, like some good role players like Randy Smith. He is a transfer that was averaging close to 20 points last year, and we had 3 losses last year. His team was one of those in like triple overtime. So like he's been coming along this year pretty well. I definitely expect him to get some D1 offers when the season's over with.
That's a hell of an addition.
No, most definitely.
So, we talked about the Boozers and the Richardsons. I want to ask you, man. You've been around a lot of players, around a lot of different teams. do you feel like having, you know, two different families, you know, of pro lineage, do you think, you know, the kids have, you know, kind of a different mindset than some of their peers?
Yeah, I think so. I think you can see what separates them because Jace is 28 right now in the country. He's, God willing, on the verge of getting announced on Tuesday that he's a McDonald's All American when the announcements comes out. So yeah, just even playing on the biggest stages like our schedule is honestly, you can argue we have one of the hardest schedules in the country. Playing like the top 10 teams, and most of them like back to back days or like back to back weekends. So like they definitely put a hard schedule. So we haven't really been ducking no smoke.
Absolutely. That's clear, man. They play anybody. You know, I respect that.
No, most definitely. And it definitely means a lot when they're going against their peers who are ranked nationally too. Like brings the best out of them, but we also know everybody's gonna bring their A game to play them.
That's a fact, bro. And you know, you mentioned you know, you guys took some tough losses. In your opinion, man, obviously, you know, you guys are on a win streak, but where was the like the biggest areas of, you know, of improvement and growth that you've seen with the team?
Well, because right now we have 4 losses. Two of those happened um, at City of Palms, like back to back days. So like, not gonna lie, Dylan Harper, he went off of damn near 40 against us. So I mean, and we lost by like 4. So like, and we missed a lot of we left a lot of things left on the table. So just even learning from that, but also losing a Link, who's a top 3 team as well, and we were 5 points away from beating them. We actually had the lead going into the fourth quarter on both teams. So just closing games out, really.
I
They've
mean,
been definitely working on that, but also just don't get too comfortable in defense and kind of like gambling, taking risk, and 3 fouls in the first half, and you got to sit down. You see what I'm saying? So just being smart, really. But yeah, ever since City of Palms, I don't know, they everything just I guess just started clicking. But also we couldn't really afford to lose anymore either. So just kind of knowing that they kind of just start taking pride in the defense and everything else just kind of flowed along.
I think that, you know, that's a credit to them, you know, and the makeup of a special team because some teams will fold, you know, in a situation like that.
No, most definitely.
So
Never get too high, never get too low. It's kind of like what our coach preaches.
that's the way to be, man, for sure. So you know, you mentioned City of Palms, man. I know that was a dope experience for you, man. Can you just give us a little bit about, you know, what that was like?
City of Palms. Yeah, I've seen probably every NBA scout and GM. Yeah, it was a ton of amazing players in the building. A lot of future NBA players, like pretty much from every class. It was a great experience also because I got the ability to network and yeah, just yeah, well, really networking. That's one of the main reasons I wanted to attend to. But yeah, just it was amazing. Like I seen a lot of people without that event going on, I probably would have never got to shake hands with certain people like Jason Williams. Obviously, Carlos Boozer was there. Watching a lot of Montverde ended up winning the whole thing, but just kind of watching what makes them special as well. Just kind of But I was also I got a chance to watch a lot of basketball because sometimes I get wrapped up in recording, but I just got to actually enjoy it as a fan. So like that was awesome.
Yeah, I know you don't get that opportunity too often, man. I'm glad you know, you got a chance to really just kind of chill and enjoy the games, bro.
No, most definitely, and also watching the future guys that's to come in the upcoming classes.
But
Seeing a lot of guys in 2026, 2027 that I definitely could see making an impact over the years to come.
so before we jump into HoopHall and some of the, you know, the seniors, you know, can you just you know, tell us about, you know, maybe one or two of the underclassmen that impressed you?
Yeah, well, one specifically, Caleb Polk. He's a top 4 player in the class of 2026. No, I'm tripping. He's actually number 2 now. since AJ reclass. Yeah, he's number 2 behind Tyrann. He's the real deal. He plays for Game Elite, I believe, on the Adidas circuit. Yeah, he's gonna be very special. And also probably my favorite 2026, Alex Constanza. He's a top 7 recruit in the country as well. 6'9", long, agile. He could shoot from anywhere. He could get to spots. He just knows the game, and he had a few bodies, and him and Ace Bailey was going at it. So yeah, he's definitely the future.
Young boy battling Ace, man. That's definitely a sign of a bright future.
No, most definitely, and one could make a case. Ace is surely closing the gap on that number 1 spot. He could, in my opinion, finish possibly number 1.
So, all right, man. Since you brought it up, man, Ace, right? Ace and Cooper. Let me ask you if there's anything that really separates them right now for you. What is that?
I think it's Cooper's defense, and like I just love watching great basketball, and they're all amazing players, and I don't like to do the comparisons. But yeah, I think Cooper just edges him out in the defense, but Ace, I say it all the time. Ace is dangerous. He reminds me so much of Kevin Durant, and I know but like I know that's a crazy comparison, but his offensive bag is there. He could shoot from anywhere on the court. He can pretty much do everything. He defends like crazy. Definitely, I can't see him getting drafted no lower than 2.
I mean, Ace, man, he's like we know about Cooper obviously, but Ace, if you're projecting like 5 years from now, you know, I think if it comes together the way I believe it can, from what I see from him and the way he competes, I definitely think Ace, can, when it's all said and done, be the best player from that class for sure. I mean, the shot making is already, at a good level, and it can only improve along with, the ball handling. But, that frame, that athleticism, and that mean streak he plays with, man, like, that's something you can't teach.
Right. Yeah, I believe he had like 35 on Columbus. Like he's put up some crazy numbers this year, efficiently too. Not just taking crazy shots. Like he's doing it on good shooting splits, which is even more impressive.
That's the thing too, man. Like, a lot of times, and of course, like I want to state this so people don't, confuse what I'm saying. McEachern is a phenomenal program. You know
No,
what I
most
mean?
definitely.
And but when you're comparing or talking about like a Montverde, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? They recruit top to bottom, and everything like that. So with that being said, the the roster from top to bottom is constructed a little different, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it's just I feel like that allows for Cooper to maybe play with a little more freedom. You can send 2-3 dudes at ace. You know what I mean? Like you can't do that with Montverde. They 12 man. Is going high major. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely. Most definitely.
Real quick, Ramone, want to introduce you to my illustrious co-host, the man with the plan, my
How
brother
you
J.
doing?
What's up? What's up? What's up, Will? How you doing, brother?
We're doing great, man.
All
Glad
right.
you.
What's up, Ramon? What's
What's
up,
up, boss
Ramon? How
man?
you doing, man?
I'm doing well. All is well. How about yourself?
All right, man. Hanging there. Sorry, I'm late, fellas, man. This snowstorm's coming on the way. I gotta pack some bags because
No,
I gotta
you on
help my
time. You
mom's
good.
out. Yeah, help my mom out and stuff. Like before I go to work and shovel this snow out for her and stuff. So it's just, how it is, man. And people can't drive. Everybody's panicking before the snowstorm. So, oh boy.
Oh no, you're
But
perfect. You're
anyway,
good.
all right, brother. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. So,
Yes, sir. Welcome.
yes, thank you. Welcome. Nah, I need to welcome you for coming on our show, man. So, yeah, thank you for coming on with us, man. Definitely. Um,
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely. So I think I came in. We all talking about Montverde.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we were talking about Ace, Bailey, and Cooper Flag because Ramone was saying he feels like Ace is closing the gap on Cooper Flag.
Woo, woo, yeah. You know what? I'm sorry. Why? Why do I have Cooper Flag's brother in my head? Because I'm thinking like, huh? Then I remember Ace Bailey, but man, I'm off with that one. Yeah, I agree. I think it's very, very, very close between the two of them. I still give the edge to Cooper, the slight edge, because I think he has more of a all-around game than Ace Bailey. I think he's a more of a playmaker, but a scoring, rebounding. But Cooper's a good rebounder too. They both great on the glass. Ace Bailey's definitely a better scorer right now. We
For sure.
know because Cooper plays on a loaded team. We'll see what he could do at Duke and beyond that. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. These are these are definitely two of the best. And you know what? I'm gonna throw Dylan Harper in there too, because Dylan Harper, he doesn't get his due as far as I'm concerned as the other two. He's almost just as good as they are as well.
Oh, he dropped 40 on us. Oh, I know. Oh,
Yeah.
trust me, I seen firsthand.
You saw it firsthand, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
work for Columbus that has the Blues Twins on there.
yes, of course, man. Come on, man. Of course, yeah. I know all about the Bruisers. I've seen them play, man, and I've seen Columbus play numbers of times, of course, on TV. But I'm very, very impressed with Columbus and the Bruisers, especially the Bruisers, man. I mean, man, both the other one, the guard seems like he's getting a little better, but Cameron's a beast, but his brother's a beast too, and I think his brother he's getting better and better, and I feel so that he's underrated
Yeah, we was just
as
talking about
far
that
as the
earlier.
national ranking.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, he's underrated. He should be a top 10 player.
No, most definitely. And he's been
That's
playing like it as well.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has, man. I mean, man, Columbus, I mean, that rugged schedule, they got a rugged schedule, man. Y'all play nothing but the best, man. So you got a great team down there in Florida where you're privileged to see that every night. So
Yes, sir. It's definitely been an honor for sure being around them the last few years.
yeah, definitely. What else? So we're going over the HoopHall Classic?
yeah. We jumping into the hoop hall now. We already talked
Okay.
about Ace and Cooper a little bit. So the other player I wanted to ask you about, Ramon. Tell me what's your thoughts are, man, with Jalil Bethea, man.
Oh yeah, going to Miami. He actually just dropped like 35. Was it today or yesterday? No, I haven't seen much of him until recently, but he might be a one and done as well. I don't think it's no might in that. But nah, he's been putting up some really good performances. I was very impressed with the way he gets to the basket, and just his shot selection is better than what I originally perceived. I'm not gonna lie. He definitely impressed me at HoopHall.
Yeah, I think he definitely improved, man. He built a reputation really at being a tough shot maker, making a lot of jumpers, but he definitely, gets to the rack at a really good clip now. And I think he's like actually like a little more athletic than a lot of people realize too.
Wait, I lied. I did see him twice on the URBO circuit. No, he can jump out the gym. But this summer he was really just dunking, so I really couldn't see much outside of that. But he definitely has the other he has an offensive bag basically. I'm stuttering.
Nah, you good, bro. JP, man, that's the star from was it Archbishop Wood, man. What's
Yeah,
your
Archbishop Wood, up here, Philly area. He's a walking bucket. That's the best way to describe him. He's a walking bucket, man. Kid can score. His game is improved. Like he was good as a freshman, and then he really took off this summer though, man. And now he's a top 5 to 7 player in the country. And I think he's only going to get better. He can shoot from it. He has the 3-tool, mid range. inside and shoot the three, the trifecta. He can do all that. He seems to be a good defender. Has long arms. He's about 6'4", 6'5". He's put a little. Excuse me. Needs to put a little weight on, but definitely high impact player in Miami, and it's probably going to be definitely a lottery pick when he decides to come out. I mean, the kid can shoot the ball. He can really flat out shoot it.
That was a great pick by him, man. You know, Miami's known for letting their guards do their thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You go down
it
there
was
and
a
be the
shocking
man.
pick to me. I didn't think Larry Nagel was gonna pull that one off.
That definitely surprised me, man. Kentucky was recruiting them, but of course we can't have everybody. We tried, but that was a
Right.
pick for him.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think they've had you gotta remember what's the guy Wong that played last year for Miami.
Isaiah
They
Wong.
played on he played on the same AAU team. Remember, they're from team final.
Yep.
So they might have like a little connection there. With him going there, they've had a couple players there from team final that were very successful.
Yep.
So
they had a lot of dudes from team final. You're right.
Yeah. So and they have a great coach at Miami too. Great coach, great program. So yeah, and I can see it too, the weather and everything down there. So why not? Who wants to stay up here in the East Coast?
That's fair, man.
Get away. Yeah, good school. So yeah, why not go to Miami?
Yeah, and I want to get off subject, but speaking of Kentucky, y'all have some, I'm not gonna lie, your team is actually better than what I thought it was gonna be going into the summer. Reed, Shepard, and Rob had the ball in.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And DJ's having his games, but I don't expect none of them to be there next year.
I agree with you, man.
Oh, somebody's audio is breaking up too.
Can you hear us now, JP?
Hello?
Yeah, somebody's audio is bad.
It's probably mine. Hold on.
Yeah.
Still bad?
Yeah. Anyway, Ramone, go ahead. What were you saying, Ramone?
Oh, nice. Hello? You can hear me, Will?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear him, JP?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't.
You said you can't?
You can't hear him still, JP?
Oh.
Yeah, everything's breaking up, it sounds like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like it was breaking up.
Okay. Ramon, can you hear me all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Ramon.
This data be going in and out.
Yeah.
No, but Will, funny story. So John Calipari, my high school coach, that was his roommate at UNC Wilmington.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they talk like every other day.
That's dope.
Yeah, his name Barry Taylor. Yeah, he was actually the reason Calipari transferred. No, it's definitely been honored. Just even there, like you just never know who knows who. So like this basketball world is definitely taking me a lot of places.
No,
Right. Definitely.
Continue to take you places, man.
No, most definitely.
The next team I gotta ask you about, with me and JP, being from New Jersey, man, South Jersey specifically, Billy Richmond and the Camden Panthers, man.
Yeah, we played them the last 2 years, but yeah, Billy, he's been definitely fun to watch the last 2 years. I thought Memphis was gonna steal him. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah, he's definitely gonna ball out of Kentucky. Yeah, he's definitely one of them ones. I think his ranking is still a little too low, but yeah, Billy, he's gonna be really well. John Calipari, he made it. That was another great pickup from Camden, obviously with DJ and Bradshaw, and Billy's next, and more than likely it'll be somebody to follow next year. We don't know who yet, but yeah, that was a great backyard pickup.
Absolutely, I think. Go ahead, JP.
Oh yeah, because like Will knows, I'm a big Camden High School basketball fan. I've actually, like I was telling Will yesterday, I'm older. I'm 52, so I've been to at least one Camden game every year since 1977. My pops used to work there like years ago. So, I saw Milt Wagner, Billy Thompson, and all them. So I'm very familiar with the program. I remember last year I watched that game on YouTube. They actually played Columbus. It was a very, very good game.
No,
Very good game. Yeah, I do remember that.
I think DJ and Cam both dropped 30. Wait,
Yeah.
so you probably know my good friends, the Baker family.
I don't know them, but they played. The one of them play at where did he play at? One of them played at Florida State.
Yeah, Terrell Baker at Florida State. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm very familiar with him as a player. Yeah, he was a great player up here.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's good to hear because I didn't think he was that good. He be bragging. Nah, I'm joking. That's my guy.
He was a baller.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was a baller.
Defensive Player of the Year in the conference.
And he was a 30-point. He was a 30-point scorer in high school too. He gave you buckets. He gave a lot of cats a lot of buckets.
Damn.
I'm
gonna tell him. I'm like, yeah, man, I heard about you.
Yeah, Baker was tough, man. I'm gonna have to get him on the show too.
No, most definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna see him in a few days. That's my guy.
So real quick, it's a little off topic, man. But since we talk about the Bakers, man, and in the spirit of talking about so many former players' sons, what's your insights on TJ, man?
Yeah, he's next up. I definitely see him going D1. They had some ugly close losses too. But yeah, TJ's coming along. He missed like the first 5-6 games. He had a little minor injury, but yeah, he's been playing really well. Like I definitely want to see him shoot the ball a little bit more because sometimes he plays a little too unselfish sometimes. But he's definitely next up. Definitely next up. Definitely can't wait to see where he's going. I know he has some interest from like South Alabama and Troy.
Okay. So
yeah, he's definitely going D1 for sure.
Okay, who's this we're talking about?
Terrell Baker's son.
Yeah. TJ.
Okay. All right. Oh, so he plays out of Florida. Okay. All right.
Yes, sir. Out in Tallahassee. Yes, sir. Where I grew up.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's good to hear. Definitely. And I mean, anytime you get a scholarship offer, or you're a D1, even D2, you're a major player. So I mean, that's some good stuff right there.
No, still among the 1%. No, most definitely. Don't matter if it's JUCO, like you still get an opportunity to play basketball with your education paid for.
Right. And Ramone, that's one thing that I told Will I don't get into no more. I've learned that lesson. When people say certain basketball players, like in the NBA, oh, he's a bum or this, that, and the third, and I have to correct people. I'm like, wait a minute. How are they a bum when there's 7 billion people on Earth? And also, not only 7 billion people on Earth, only over 4,000 players have ever played in the NBA. You have to be very, 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 very special to play the NBA. I don't care if you sat at the end of the bench. If you'd be on the bench in the NBA, you have to be very, 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 very special.
No, most definitely. I agree. Most definitely. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, I used to get caught up in that, but then I started really thinking about it. Wait a minute. Why am I saying this when this dude's playing at the highest level and has a life that 99% of people on Earth would kill for?
Right. I fall victim sometimes too, isn't it? You're not the only one.
Yeah. So, I mean, and let's be honest, your NBA player will cook the average player out here on the street.
No, most definitely, even the bench player.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. The 12th man will cook them.
Brian he showed the people, man. He said, y'all don't want this work.
You want this smoke. He showed them that. But about Billy, real quick about Billy Richmond. One thing about Billy Richmond is he could do a lot of things for you, man. He's a great defender. He could bring the ball up the court. His shooting's improved a lot. And of course, he's a great athlete, great leaper and stuff. I think his best basketball is in front of him. And I think he definitely is going to be an impact player at Kentucky. And going further than that, I expect him to be in the league, definitely.
Exactly.
And I agree with you, Ramone. I agree with you. In my opinion, I think he's a top 10, 15 player in the country. In my opinion, definitely should be at least top 15. He's very, very underrated. Very underrated.
Most definitely. He definitely is. He could do everything. I've watched him just even bring his team back from down 20. I've seen games like that this year. So I'm like, damn, he doesn't get the recognition now that well, he should still get the same recognition now that DJ and Aaron left, but obviously he doesn't. But no, definitely his basketball, I definitely 1,000% agree with you. His best basketball is definitely ahead of him for sure. And I expect him to make a impact as soon as he gets to Kentucky.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely expect that. I definitely expect that. Real quick, y'all. While we're on the, talking about Ace Bailey, I read an article today when I was at work. Get the kid's name, but one of his teammates that plays at McCarran, he's actually one of the top 15 sophomores in the country, and the kid apparently needs a kidney transplant, and I was reading this article, and he hasn't played at all this year until he can get a kidney. And I was like, man, that's man, life is crazy, man. I know he's a 6'9", 6'10" sophomore.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, man. I read that, man. He's only 16 years old, and I'm just like,
yeah, his name is JD Palm.
JD Palm. There you go, JD Palm.
Yeah, he is actually a 5-star recruit, but when that happened, they took him off all the rankings.
Yeah, and he said in the article, he said, as soon as I get this kidney transplant, don't worry, I'm coming for the top spot. He said that, and I like the kid's attitude and stuff, but more importantly than the basketball aspect of it, we just hope the kid is just healthy and can live a full life.
No, exactly. With or without basketball, his health definitely is
with or without
the most importance.
Facts.
Right, and to be 16 years. Go ahead, Will.
I was just gonna say facts. I pray, he can find a donor and a match, soon.
Yeah, man. Yeah, especially for a 16-year-old, man. And regardless, it's sad, to see that, but hopefully we'll have a great ending for this young man and his story, man. He can come all the way back, and he has a story to tell, when he's done. After he gets the kidney donated to him and live a life, and hopefully, continue his dreams of being in the NBA and playing beyond. Because I'm sure if he'd have played this year, McCarran, he would have been a difference for McCarran down on low posts and stuff. And he was a top 15 player. So, definitely got to send some prayers and thoughts out to him, man.
Just making the right reads. Yeah, he was an all around defender. So he definitely, some of McEachin's losses would not be there. I could bet $1 million on it. That's 1,000% correct.
Yes,
and
definitely.
They've lost some close
that's an
games
impact player.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, that game against Harvard Westlake, they were down by 20 and almost pulled it out at the end.
You must be a damn mind reader. I was just thinking about the Harvard Westlake game when they lost by 2. Had he played, McEachin wins easily.
Yeah. They got off to a slow start, but then as the game went on, I think people don't understand. We're dealing with high school kids. They're from Georgia. They go up to Massachusetts. I think they played the night before, might have been the night before or that Saturday. And at the base, was it the base river tournament or something like that? I think, was it in Missouri or Tennessee? It was in one of those, I think it might be Tennessee. Then they had to travel to Boston. It takes a while to get your legs going.
No, yes, sir. Yeah. No, McEachin will be fine. Now, definitely, it's nobody really can guard Ace anyway. So I mean, they should definitely end the season strong.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with Camden too. When they played Camden, they beat Camden pretty good, but Camden didn't have their full team. When they got the 3 other kids that became eligible because they were transfers, I think that would have been a better game too. No, it was a good game to the half, but McCarran was a little more deeper at that point. But I think if they played now, it would be a very, very, very solid game.
Yes, sir. It could go either way.
Yeah, I wish that one was a little
Yeah,
later.
it would have. Yeah, yeah. Speaking of which, are we going to get that Camden Imhotep rematch this year, or is it? It looks like we might not get it. Looks like.
I mean, the game was supposed to be like a week from now. I don't know, man. They haven't announced anything as far as a venue
Wait,
or anything.
Ematep, that's in
Yeah,
Philly, right?
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Ramone,
they did
that
this
game
last year.
last year, man, was last year's game. I don't. I wish you could have came up here to see that, man. That game was one of the best high school games I've seen. Not only there, but just the intensity in the gym, man. It was just so intense and it was so packed, and it was everything a high school game should have been, man. It was a great game.
I heard
facts. They
about
had
this
that
last
stadium,
year. They beat
packed.
us in the championship by 20 at City of Palm.
Yo, so you seen Ahmad Noel then, huh?
Hey, that boy is dangerous. He's
Wow,
dangerous.
your audio's a little light, bro.
Hello?
Yep, we got you.
Nah, Mod Noel is dangerous. But last year they had this dude. His name is Rancho. He's at Florida Gulf Coast though.
Oh, Ramir Barno. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, him.
yeah.
Yeah, he's dangerous.
Super shifty.
Nothing with him. I had a
Oh
field
yeah,
day with him.
yeah.
Yeah,
He was a player.
Barno, Noel, Edwards. Like, man, that was a hell of a trio they had.
That was a
No,
great trio.
and I didn't how like what made him choose for Gulf Coast because I thought he thought last year made like a bigger.
Yeah, I think Coach Chambers got like a kind of a Philly pipeline because yeah, another player, Blake Vespi, he played at
I heard the name.
oh, I want to say like Roman Catholic or something like that, and then he did a post grad year at IMG. He's actually from New Jersey, but he's down there, Florida Gulf Coast. So they got a few players, from the tri-state, man. So once you get in good, man, you kind of just try to keep working them connections, man.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, man, definitely. But yeah, but I guess we got some big games coming up. So coming up this weekend, I think we got a couple. Well, actually, HoopHall Classic was the one. So I guess
Hmm.
everybody's on the resting period till state tournament time. I guess it's the next one. I guess that's up next.
In a few weeks,
Right?
I
Yeah,
think
we
Cooper
actually got
Flag
a
in
week off
Jersey.
ourselves.
Okay, you got a week off.
Yeah, we probably arguably the best hoop hall weekend ever out of any team. Not just saying that. Yeah, hoop hall was definitely an amazing weekend.
Right, right, and that's good for you too, Ramon, because you can go to these places and you make connections with different people, and you network and stuff. That's real good, brother.
Yeah, we was actually talking about that before you hopped on. Yeah, honestly, networking has probably been the single most thing that honestly has helped change my life. I know it sounds a little cliche, but it's the facts. Like without networking,
Yeah.
like honestly, I wouldn't know anybody.
Right, 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 right. Definitely, man. Definitely. Also with Columbus, let's talk about some of the other players they have besides the Bruisers. They have was it the Richardson brothers, right?
Right. Most definitely. Yeah, the
Right. And
Richardson
I think they're
brothers.
both I think
We got a few bench players. Well, we have two other starters. Benny Fragella, he's a shooter, junior, and we have a guy going to Princeton. Malik, 6'9", six
that's
eight.
the power forward, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, he's a freak athlete, a tremendous defender, a great teammate also, and he's
Right.
definitely should make an impact in the Ivy League immediately. next year.
Oh yeah, big D1 player. I've seen him play too. He has a lot of. He's a very very good player. Like you said, great good defensive player, leaper. And he can score a little bit too. But because he plays with such a outstanding um outstanding team that's very well balanced. You're not going to see him be like the main man. The main man.
Nah, facts. And he's a
Yeah,
great role player because like sometimes like people they don't really know how to play their role, and that's one thing I definitely could give everybody their props on Columbus. Like nobody minds compromising and just even making that extra pass. Like they've become very like unselfish with that over this last 11 game winning streak. So it's definitely on the right track right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, because I know that, like, the Bruisers, they definitely can score 30, 40 if they want to. They play a team game, man. You have to. When you have that many, they got what, at least what, 6, 7, 8 D1 players
Hmm.
on Columbus?
Yes, sir. Most definitely.
Yeah. So you got to share the ball. You have to. Everybody wants to get their shot. But they play great team ball, and they're well coached too. That's another thing too. They're very very well coached.
Yes, sir. Amazing staff.
so we're going to jump over. We still talking hoops really quickly, but there was a major trade in the NBA this week. All-star forward Pascal Siakam landed with the Indiana Pacers. So I wanted to just get you gentlemen's thoughts on that trade and how it might impact the Eastern Conference.
Yeah,
Hey,
that trade. Oh, go ahead.
oh, go ahead, Ramon. I was gonna tell you. Go ahead. You're the guest. Go ahead, man.
Now I was gonna say it was a little shocking because I don't know I didn't expect that so like late in the season, but yeah, nah, I definitely expect Pacers to make a crazy run now. Already, Tyrese Halliburton is playing he's having an amazing year. I really didn't even know who he was until this year, but yeah, I know, I don't know, I was tripping, but yeah, he's an amazing player. Yeah, that's gonna be a great addition to that team, and yeah, I'm looking forward to see what the Pacers do with Siakam.
Go ahead, JP.
Yeah, I agree, man. That's a good pickup for the Pacers. Now you got two big men to deal with. You got Miles Turner, who's having a great year. Might even make the All-Star team this year. He's giving you 17 tonight. And now you add Siakam to them, who's a two-time All-Star, giving you over 20 a night. And you add that with the backcourts they have of Matherman and of course Buddy Hield and Halliburton. Man, that's a nice team right there. That's a real nice team. They'll be in the mix in the Eastern Conference because I think right now the Eastern Conference is of course Boston, Milwaukee, Philly. You got to throw the Knicks in there too, man. The Knicks, they're doing their thing. You got to throw the Knicks in there,
Whoa, whoa,
and
whoa!
and
I was with you until you said
Indiana.
that one.
Oh, the Knicks.
I'm just playing, bro. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
No, it's
Yeah,
a
you got
I do
those.
like Randall though.
yeah. Julius is tough.
Hmm.
But JP, I think you hit it on the head. It's a major trade, but I think it's big for two reasons. Like, Siakam fits well, like you said, with Turner, and definitely with Halliburton being, he can score, but he's a fat pass first player. The other thing I really like with the trade is the fact that they were able to get him, no disrespect to like Bruce Brown and stuff, but for like almost nothing, besides the draft picks. They kept Miles Turner, they kept Jarris Walker, they kept Mathurin, they kept Nemhard, literally Isaiah Jackson, all the young players that they've, acquired over the years, even Obi Toppin, that you thought maybe would have to be in the trade. They kept all of them, so you keep, your star, your borderline star and Turner, and then you add him into what they already have going on. They're I looked it up. They're seventh in the East right now, but it's only like a game or two between like 7 and like the third seed, I believe. So I could see them
Mm-hmm.
rising to the fourth seed.
I think Siakam was ready to get the heck out of Canada anyway, though.
Yeah.
So I think it was a win-win.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess another while we're on that topic, like you said, the NBA, we got to talk about the MVP duel we saw on Tuesday night. Joel Embiid versus
I was
the
hoping you wouldn't
Joker.
say any other name. Thank you. That's who should be the MVP this year.
Who's that? Joel.
Most definitely.
Yeah, yeah. He's playing. He's playing at a level we haven't seen a big man play in decades. Maybe since Shaq, since prime Shaq was in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as the dominance, we haven't seen one since then.
No, I agree. And wait, who won it last year? Jokic, right?
Nah, Embiid won last year.
Yeah.
Embiid won it too last year.
Huh?
Embiid won it last year, but the Joker won it back to back before that.
I actually thought Jokic should have won it last year and the year before, and B should have won it, but whatever.
The Joker definitely had a case last year. It could have gone either way last year. Definitely.
Double every game.
The best passing big man we've ever seen in the NBA.
Right. And the slowest.
Yeah, that's facts.
But he's fundamentally sound. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. This is one of the things I get people with debates. Oh, Larry Bird couldn't play today. Oh, this look. Have you seen Joker? The Joker like he got drinking a keg of beer. Couldn't jump over a phone book, but he's cooking these dudes every night. Come on, man. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Joker is one. Look, Joker is going to go down as one of the top 5 big men of all time. That's what he's going to go down with. And his resume is there right now where you can say, hey, look, the Joker he's an all-time great right now, but he's going to be maybe on Mount Rushmore of big men.
Mm-hmm. For sure. For sure.
Oh yeah, he's working his way there as we speak. So
I don't think he's an MVP, but Sabonis is he's on the right track too.
Yeah, Sabonis is another.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, let me tell you something about Sabonis though. He has nothing on his dad, man. If his dad would have came into the NBA at 21, 22 years old, he would have look, anytime Wilt Chamberlain says that he might be the most impressive center that he's seen, he was before his time in a lot of things that he did. Sabonis.
Yep, great. That's a great passer that people don't know about.
Oh yeah. And a scorer, rebounder. He was like 7'4", 300 pounds.
Shot blocker.
I mean, look, shot blocker. I mean, even after his prime, he gave Shaq a little bit of fits after his prime.
2 torn ACLs and was still giving out the business.
Still giving out the business. If he was healthy for a 12 to 15 year career, that dude would have been legendary. When I say legendary, I mean legendary.
He's the reason why the Team USA started using pros.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ask David Robinson about it. He gave David Robinson the business in '88. And David Robinson is one of the greatest players ever played this game too.
Yep.
But speaking of big men, while we're on the topic of big men, we gotta talk about Victor. We seem like we talk about him a lot, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. This Victor Wembanyama, man, I've seen a lot of big men. Like I started watching basketball. I mean, before I understood the game, of course, but I started watching basketball since 1977. So I was 5 years old. So I've seen Kareem, Bill Walton, Moses, um, everybody from there, from Olajuwon to Ewing to Ralph Sampson to Shaq to Tim Duncan. I've seen a lot of big men in 47 years of watching basketball. But this guy right here, man, Wembanyama, I've never seen a big man as skilled and as skilled as this kid is, man. I look, and Ramone, Will knows how I am with big men. I always have Wilt and Kareem as being the epitome of big men. And I think when this is all said and done, Wembanyama might be there with them on that level.
No, I think so too. Yeah, we never seen nothing like him before.
I've never seen nothing like it. I've never 7'4". He can handle. I mean, he has a point. He has like guard handles. He can shoot the ball anywhere on the court. He's a great rebounder and might be the best shot blocker I've ever seen. And man, and the scary thing about this is he just turned 20. When he's going to be 22 to 23 years old, I keep trying to tell people this. I've got to debates about it. From the time he's 22 years old till he's about 35, 36, whatever, the league is going to be his for 14, 15 years. He's going to be, I think people don't understand, he is going to be his scoring is going to be so dominant in this league because he could shoot from anywhere. His rebound is going to be dominant. We already know what he does as a shot blocker. I mean, it's just going to be scary how good this kid is going to be.
And he can shoot over you.
Shoot over you. And another thing I like about him too is his attitude. I remember last year they had an interview with him, and they asked him, he said, well, do you want to be one of the all-time greats? He's like, no, I don't want to be one of the all-time greats. I want to be the best basketball player ever.
Good answer.
That's what he said.
No, I like that.
That's the mentality you need for greatness.
Yeah. Oh, what were you saying, Will?
I said that's the type of mentality you need for greatness.
Yeah. I mean, guys, could y'all picture? And because San Antonio's not going to be that good for the maybe next 1 or 2 years, depending on what they do. But could you picture a Cooper Flagg or Ace Bailey alongside him in another 2 years? It would be scary.
Would they want to play them?
Huh?
I said I would not want to play them.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I mean, there's already a rumor going around out there. They might get who's that? What you would call, man? If that goes down, who his shooting and man, have mercy on people. That's all I can say. And of course they're gonna fit pieces around them, but have mercy on people if that happens.
That's real.
Because the court will really be opened up.
Hell yeah. So real quick, I want to jump into the realm of football. Ramone, I know you versed in it all, man. I want to touch in the college world real quick. Just get your thoughts, man. Of course, it's been everywhere already, but the impact on Saban leaving, knowing that you had a really close relationship with one of his players.
Actually, my guy, he declared for the draft like a day before the announcement, so I'm sure everybody knew like within the team. But now, like, yeah, it was a sad day like for everybody, and I've never really been an Alabama fan, but obviously my guy was on the team, so I support him. But I've always been a Nick Saban fan, just his consistency and just handling himself as a true professional, but also because I just think he's just always had the formula to win, and like no matter what, he just does his best, and he holds himself accountable just like his players. So I've always been a fan of him, even though I couldn't stand him. But yeah, with Saban leaving, it opened up a lot of opportunities for like a lot of other coaches, or even players. So like, yeah, his impact is it's not really felt yet, but I think when the season kicks around and comes around, I definitely think it'll be felt more. But yeah, he definitely left a lot of great memories in Tuscaloosa, and I still think he'll be around anyway. So he won't be too far off.
They losing a lot of players to the portal, man.
They lose a lot
Yeah,
of
man.
players to FSU.
Y'all need them.
About 5 Alabama transfers been committed to FSU. I said, "Oh my God,
Mm.
Tallahassee! Tallahassee might be Bama City next year."
That's facts, man. Hey, they're not gonna be able to deny y'all, man, if y'all keep this up.
Right, right.
Oh, but me personally, I wasn't. I personally didn't think FSU deserved to be in. But that's just me. I know I grew up here. I don't want. I don't want to sound harsh, but they didn't deserve to be in, especially not without the quarterback.
Right. I feel as though Alabama, with them beating Georgia, should definitely gotten in over them. But if they this is why the NCAA should expand that this year to at least 6. If you had 6, they would be in easily. But
Mm-hmm.
they didn't. I guess you had to put them and outside the 4, you had to put them in Ohio State in as the big 6.
Or maybe Georgia,
Now
because Georgia only had one loss.
Yeah.
and Georgia, I'm sorry. Why did you forget about Georgia? Yeah, Georgia would have.
They did,
Georgia
yeah.
and Florida State would have gotten over Ohio State, definitely. Georgia and
For
Florida
sure, for
State.
sure. I
Yeah,
agree. And
but
Ohio
they
State had all that talent, and y'all kept losing.
let me tell you something. Will knows I'm a Michigan fan. I'm a real big Michigan football fan. But let me tell you something. If Ryan Day, he better get that job done next year with the talent that he has coming in and the players that he has coming back. They
Mm-hmm.
might actually be the #1 team in the country. And there's word going around that even Khalib Downs from Alabama might be transferring to Ohio State. That was his second choice.
Yeah, he just announced he's going in the portal.
Yeah, yeah. And they said Ohio State is going to be a major player for him. And Ramone, I know you know about the kid they got down there from Florida that's going to Ohio State. His name J.J. Smith from
Oh,
Chaminade.
Jeremiah Smith. Yeah, because
Jeremiah Smith. Why call him JJ?
yeah, that's
Hey,
his name. That's his name. Hey
yes,
man.
yeah. Hey, Ramone. Ramone, let me tell you something, man. I watched that kid on ESPN back in September. He's as good as a receiving prospect as I think I've ever seen coming out of high school.
Yeah, he's dangerous. He's gonna have a lot of expectations on him, but he definitely is more than capable of carrying the load.
Oh, I really do believe he could have played college football somewhere this year and made an impact on a team. That's how good this kid is. Will, you got to see this kid's highlights too. This kid is phenomenal.
I'm absolutely tuning in, man, after you told me how great this kid is.
Yeah, number one,
Oh,
2024, number one wide
yeah,
receiver.
yeah.
Yeah, I
I
know.
mean, they're
Yeah,
oh, go
man. Yeah,
ahead.
I'm gonna say it's damn near impossible to be #1 as a receiver.
right.
Yeah. I mean, he's being compared to like Randy Moss, Julio
Mm-hmm.
Jones. I mean, these are the names that are coming up. You know, this is who this kid's compared. I mean, he has it all. He's about 6'3", 6'4", great hands, great speed, and everything, man. I mean, the kid is phenomenal.
Yeah, wait to tap in and see what he does.
Yeah.
No, no facts. What was y'all thoughts on HoopHall?
You said on
Oh, it was
who?
great.
You said who, Paul?
Yeah, what was your thoughts on it during the week?
Oh, go ahead, JP.
It was great, man. The only issue I had with HoopHall was why didn't you move that prolific prep Montverde game to Monday? That's the only thing I had competing with the NFL playoffs. I mean, that's a primetime game because you had the #1 senior, the #1 junior, and the #1 sophomore in the country. That's the only thing I had a problem with. Is like, yo, that game should have been on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was
And Prolific was missing one of their best players, and they had a chance to beat Montverde.
yep.
Yeah, they pushed my verb. They pushed him.
But
They
me,
pushed him.
I'm playing that game. I don't care if my damn leg broke. I'm playing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially a game like that, man. But I was very impressed. Columbus, of course, man, they did their thing. I forgot who they played Paul the Six from Virginia. That was a pretty
Mhm.
good game, man. But
Yeah,
Paul the Six is a very good team.
we played Long Island too.
Long Island Lutheran. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Columbus had the best. I think they might have had the most impressive wins at the HoopHall because I mean they beat two of the top 5 teams in the country.
yes sir.
They probably were, and I can see that. I know Columbus had a couple of losses earlier. That's to be expected though with the schedule y'all play. But they're coming together as a team. They're gelling more. You don't want to play them right now.
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you don't
Also,
want to play. You don't.
I think Tahad he had a good showing at Hoop Hall. Obviously Cooper, but I think who impressed me the most at Hoop Hall was my boy Liam from Montverde.
Yeah, Liam McNeely.
Yeah,
That he's a good player.
yeah. Oh, he can shoot. I've always been impressed with him. He can shoot that ball.
No facts.
Bro, he getting more athletic too.
Yeah, his I was just gonna say that his hops are getting crazy recently.
Yeah, he's somebody you can. I like that. I like that whole Montverde team though. Of course, I like Derek Queen, Rob Wright, with the kid Givens, of course Cooper, and like you said, Lean man. I mean that's they're going to go down as one of the best high school teams of all time.
No, most definitely. And they got a couple guys on the bench who are gonna be 5 stars in like 2026, 2027.
I know it's crazy. They don't even get in the game. That's how much talent they have.
Yeah,
Right. They don't even get in the game at all.
Coach Boyle reloads every time, man.
Oh yeah. Well, we're familiar with Coach Boyle up here in New Jersey. I mean, he built a powerhouse up here at St. Patrick's. Them and St. Anthony's had some wars.
Absolutely.
So he's a great coach, man. Kevin Boyle was a great coach, man.
Wait, St.
He's
Patrick,
built.
that's where Kaminga went, ain't it?
So who?
Jonathan
Yeah,
Kaminga?
Jonathan Kaminga. Yeah, he went to Patrick School. Yup, he sure did.
Kaminga.
He sure did.
Salone,
Shaheen Holloway.
Yup. Kid Gilchrist, Kyrie.
Noah Faircon went there too, didn't he?
Noah, yeah.
Nah,
For a bit.
he did. I thought he went to Roselle.
No, I think Noah was at St. Pat's for like a year.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Probably like a month knowing him.
So we got one more before we get out of here, fellas. I just wanted to talk about the big losses the NFC East suffered in the NFL playoffs. The Cowboys and the Eagles, man. So Ramone, we're gonna start with you. You the guest, and then JP, we're gonna go over to you as the hurt Eagles fan.
Oh, I'm not an Eagles fan.
You're not an Eagles fan?
No.
Bro, I swear you're an Eagles fan.
I was an Eagles fan for the day. I lost $100 fooling around. I can tell you all about the game. I done watched it from first quarter to last. I was more so disappointed in the Eagles than the Cowboys because with the Cowboys, we all expect that every year. But no, I just think the Eagles had too much offensive power on both sides of the field to lose the first game in the playoffs. And the way that they lost was very, very embarrassing.
I feel like, well, a lot of people feel like they gave up, man. Like I know Jalen was hurt, multiple injuries, and I just feel like, Sirianni, man, you gotta do a better job of rallying them troops, inspiring, those men, But JP, let's hear your thoughts, man.
Yeah, I was very disappointed with how the Eagles played in that game, man. They had too much talent to be where they are. I know they had some injuries, Slay, he was hurt. He was hurt a lot this year. So, of course, Darius Slay was. They had some injuries on the front line and everything, but still, man, I really thought they were going to win this game. Hurts has been hurt practically a lot, almost all year practically. I want to see how the Eagles actually rebound next year. I want to see, because they have a lot of talent where they could turn this whole thing around, and hopefully this will motivate them to do their thing next year, to really be hungry. And you have to have a healthy Jalen Hurts. And these people up here in Philly, man, it's about fire Sirianni and stuff. How are you going to fire a coach who's been in the playoffs, 3 years, 3 to 4 years, or 3 years he's been there. He went to the Super Bowl last year. Why are you going to fire him right away? You got to give this man some time. Like, he deserves another year at least.
No, facts.
These people up here, man, fire Sirianni. The man just took you to the Super Bowl last year. He's in the playoffs the year before that. Playoffs this year. What more do you want?
They're spoiled, man. They expect, a Super Bowl appearance every year.
Look, man, I'm a Chicago Bears and Oakland Raiders fan. I haven't seen a damn Super Bowl for either one of these teams since the 80s.
Yeah, Justin Fields, that's my boy.
Yeah, and I want Justin Fields to stay in Chicago. I think Chicago should take Marvin Harrison. I've always said that. You build him, and look, if I'm the GM of Chicago, this is what I'm doing. I'm drafting Marvin Harrison with the #1 pick. I'm drafting him. I got money out to what for free agency. I'm getting Saquon Barkley to come here next year and be the running back next year. I mean, if you and then with the 9th pick, I need another defensive end outside of Sweat. So I'm gonna take the best player who's there available too, or you can take an offensive lineman, either one. But let me tell you.
Oh, and speaking of Marvin Harrison, I actually got some breaking news that'll come out in the next week or two.
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually about to sign a big deal with New Balance. I found out through a few sources. Yeah, New Balance is about to. Yeah, they're about to take care of him great.
That's good. New Balance is on the come up too, man.
Yeah, he turned down everybody. I don't know what New Balance. I don't know how they separate himself, but yeah, he turned down Nike and Jordan for New Balance. It's not out yet in the public, but yeah, the news is about to break.
They got a nice balance of all around athletes over there. You got Kawhi, you got like you said, the news just broke, Marvin Harrison Jr. You got Sidney McLaughlin, the Olympian world record holder over there and stuff. They got a nice balance over there and New Balance with athletes and stuff.
Yep, they got Max now.
And they got some high schoolers that signed some NIL deals too. Track athletes, Quincy Wilson from the Bullis School outside of Washington D.C. in Maryland. I think they have him. Excuse me. So they're doing their thing, man. New Balance is doing their thing.
College star Cameron Brink, Stanford.
Yeah, well, I know this is off topic, but how many teams from the SEC do you think can make the tournament? I actually have it 7 right now.
No, I think 7 is a definite, man. If it continues the way it has been, man, like the SEC is a war zone this season, man.
Yeah. Memphis just lost tonight. They lost to South Florida had a 20-point lead and blew it and lost by 2.
Yeah,
Memphis been looking good. Mikey in Orlando.
Yeah, with Johnny Dawkins at UCF. You know what? I'm rooting for Mikey, man. Look, in life we make mistakes and everything, and that could have been a serious situation. But I'm glad the young man is getting a second chance, man, and do his thing, and hopefully he's focused on what he needs to do. Yeah, Yeah, Johnny Dawkins. He's done a good job at UCF. I mean, they gave Duke problems a couple of years ago when Zion was there.
And they put my boy in the league. Taylor,
Taco.
no, Taylor Hendricks.
Okay, I think I remember him. Yeah,
Yeah, first rounder last year.
Jazz in a few years.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he should get his time. Utah's loaded though with talent.
Yeah, that's facts.
Oh, let me tell you something. I want Laurie Markman in Philly.
He's the truth.
I want Laurie Markman in Philly, man. If I could find a way although I don't know what you man, and you know what? Here I'm off topic now too. And you know what? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. A lot of people give Tobias Harris flack. I love Tobias Harris's game. To me, he's the modern day power forward, man. As far as I'm concerned, yet you got to give the ball a little bit more to Tobias. That's why I'd like to see Embiid just fall back a little bit from his scoring, 35 or whatever. Scale it back to like 27, 28. Gives Tobias maybe 5 or 6 more touches a game, man. Because they're going to need him in the playoffs. They definitely going to need Tobias.
He that ball in the basket. He had damn near a 40-point game like 3 or 4 games ago when Embiid was out.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Like 25 in the first half.
In the first half, he had 25. Yes, sir. He did. Tyrese Maxey, he's playing at an all-star level this year, man. He should, as far as I'm concerned, he should definitely be in an all-star game. If not a starter, definitely as a reserve. He should definitely be in an all-star game. And that kid, speaking of which, that kid takes his game to another level too. He works hard every year. Every year. I'm liking Philly a lot. I think they just need one more little bench piece, I think. Doesn't have to be a superstar like an Alex Caruso, although Pat Bev's coming and made a big difference too with his leadership and stuff and everything. And Marcus Morris Sr., he's been playing. I like where the Sixers are at right now with what they have. If they keep what they have, all right, cool. But they need one more. They need another athletic wing. Something like that that can score a little bit, and they'll be there. They will be there.
Almost definitely. What do you think, Will?
No, I agree. Man, Philly's tough. They need somebody else maybe to. They're a good team, but as far as like true contention and finally making that run, they do need another addition. And like you said, not somebody where you got to give up a chunky your roster or anything like that, but just an impact role player.
Oh, there was one other thing. I know you're a big Kentucky fan. I actually got to see one of the guys that signed to Kentucky. He'll be there next year. His name is Travis Perry.
Yeah, he's from Kentucky. Yeah,
man, that boy can shoot that ball, boy.
Big time scorer. I think he's the all-time leading scorer in the state of Kentucky now.
See him drop a 40 ball in person.
Kentucky had a great recruiting class next year, man.
Absolutely.
Listen, but who's all coming in? Is Santo, him,
Boogie Flan, Billy, and Jaden Fuentes.
Oh yeah, solid. Yeah, Jaden's a pro.
Yeah. Get him to the campus, man, for sure.
Nobody develops pros better than Calipari, too.
And Jaden has to stay 2 years because he's young.
Man, that's something we never had before. A player of that caliber doing 2 years.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, he's definitely McDonald's All-American.
Was he 16?
Yeah, he's 16.
Gosh, man. Yeah, that kid's good. He must be like 6'10", 6'11". He might be a 7-footer.
Right now,
he talk and articulates so well.
He must be real smart to be going to Kentucky at 17 years old. Yeah. What's he, 6'10", 6'11"?
I
Yeah.
think 6'10", yeah.
Yeah, he might grow another 2 inches to be a 7-footer.
Absolutely.
Be another AD type player. I think he'll be another AD type player.
He plays tough, man. That's my favorite part about him. He try to dunk everything.
What you think DJ and Bradshaw stay another year, or are they gone?
Nah, they gone, man.
They
Yeah,
gotta go.
They're out of there.
yeah, they're both going to be lottery picks, man. I think they both should be top 10, definitely top 10, man. I mean Bradshaw, he seems to be more aggressive. I mean, the talent was always there. He was very, very good in high school too, but I really do think that he's going to be an impact player at the next level too, man. Once he gets that jumper down, man, you know what? Kind of in a way, I'm not going to say it. I was going to say he reminds me like of a young Joel Embiid, a little bit.
No,
He does. He does. And I think DJ's underrated, man. I mean, these guys are underrating DJ, man. I mean, he's been a winner all his life, and I think he's going to definitely make an impact at the next level on whatever team he is. I mean, we're really going to see. He's playing on a loaded team at Kentucky. So, when he gets to the next level, we're going to see him. He can take over games and score and everything, man.
I'm not going to lie. I know this is going to sound crazy. I'm expecting DJ to play better in March Madness than he has all season. But that's just who he is. I don't think he's going to let Kentucky lose early on. They're going to make a great postseason run. Mark my words.
I think Kentucky has a chance to win it all. I think by the time March comes around, with Calipari gets them all together and has them, playing a certain type of ball, I really do believe they can win it all. They have the type of team that can win it all because they have everything you need. They got scoring, they got size, they got shooting. I mean, and the big men are just going to get better. And then they get the kid from York to get eligible and him to start playing. That's even going to be more scary.
Wait, is that the African kid? That's the 7'2" guy?
Nah, he's 7'2" year from Croatia.
Yeah, Kentucky's gonna be around for a minute, man. They're gonna be real good next year too. And Shepherd's a good player. He's another lottery pick. They got at least 4 lottery picks on that team.
I didn't think Shepherd was gonna play much this year. Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, really.
That kid really good. He can shoot the ball. He can shoot the ball. I can see them having 4 lottery picks, man. At least 4 top 15 picks on this team, man. This is one of the most talented teams he's had in a minute. I told Will on the show this might be Cal's best team talent-wise he's had since the team he had with Karl Anthony Towns and the Harrison brothers in them and Booker. This might be his most talented team that he's had. I like the way these kids play with each other too.
Yeah. Man, we definitely appreciate your time, brother. You're a busy man, making all over the circuit and everything. So go ahead real quick and get the people, where they can find you, and your work, man.
Numbers definitely Yep, I'm on Instagram, grind so hard with 2 D's. 23 and Instagram L2G_TV. And I appreciate you guys for having me, and thank you so much. It's definitely been a pleasure and a fun hour and a half spending, catching up, talking to you guys, and yeah.
But man, you got to come back, bro. Definitely got to come back on with us.
Numbers definitely appreciate welcoming me with open arms. Sorry if I ran in a little too much.
No, you didn't, man. You were perfect, bro. Don't even worry about that, man. Don't even worry about it. You're good. You're good.
We appreciate you, brother. JP, we have to close this on out, brother.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, first off, to our loyal listeners and people who are going to be watching this, thank you for this. Subscribe to us, the Lions Den, of course. Support us. This type of people we bring on, people like Ramone and them, man. We try to do our thing here. So, we want to thank you all, and of course, get ready for some NFL football this weekend because next gonna be some hurt fans next weekend. But anyway, to everybody out there, just be especially with the snowstorm coming up here on the East Coast. Everybody, peace to y'all and have a great weekend. And we'll talk to you next week.
Yes, sir. Amazing episode, my guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.